Trying to get our sub Warlock, who's going to replace Jeffro in about an hour and a half, an hour. He's Animus' friend. He's going to help us out tonight. If I can get him into Discord, does one of the Warlocks want to stream Discord so he can watch? So we can kind of come in knowing what to do?
Yeah. I can do that.
God, who? Thanks, man.
Streamer who?
Sir.
Ferrari is in Orgrimmar. Dyer's in Orgrimmar. Do you guys need summons or what's?
I can take a summon, yeah. I'm about to Hearth and then take port.
Yeah, I don't think we have summons outside. So
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be right there. I was just getting some extra scrolls and shit too.
Damn. You baited him with the offered summon, though.
well, if his hearth was down and he needed a summon, I'd like go die or something. I don't know.
Okay. Alright, I'll buy that.
Go die.
Go die, you fools.
Go KMS.
Whoa.
Become an hero.
Slotch, did you watch the video I linked you?
Jeebus, do you know which way the diagram is facing?
He was definitely smoking some crack right now.
Hell yeah.
He just slash AFK'd in game to make it look like it's actually AFK. That. As soon as you said his name, he went in.
Or maybe he's been AFK.
Smoking some crack. Some drug addict behavior.
Up. Kenzie, Chiba, Zamil. Agwep, I see you changed helms since yesterday.
Yeah, we're gonna go a little beefier.
Yeah, lots of damage on that fight. Get flasks on Kenzie, Troll, Holy, Ferrari, Simon, Dogwit. We're all here. Chiba's you there?
He did on AFK.
Yeah.
Might have bumped his mouse while he was smoking the crack.
Yep. Let's move up. Let's get moving. We have a lot of attempts to do. Dogwhip going in. 3 kills on Dogwhip.
Oh, trash. Alright, going in.
Melee stay out, please. That's not good. Make sure we have frost traps for... Oh, nice. We only have one of the...
Spinderellas?
Yeah. Dara, you can get the Painbringer.
A good name.
Let's get frost traps. Let's go. Pull. Don't take it on the raid. Keep it away from the raid.
You gotta pull it back a little, I thought.
Yeah,
Well, these ones are casting. I can't
as
really
far
move.
as far away from the raid as you can, though, on the edge of the frost trap. Try and get the those dudes on the wall. Melee, be careful on the left one. Oh.
You can fast melee.
We ready?
No, hold on. Let me just give
I almost greeted on all that.
Okay, pull them back against the wall.
Double crit.
Classic soft taunts.
It's kill time.
Stunned. Jam sheet is getting close, so. I want him to die.
The
Those
jam
bands,
shot?
bro.
I got a real bad sore throat, so I'm not trying to talk too much.
All good.
You got that monkeypox?
I don't know.
Damn.
Patrol's coming down. Let's engage it now.
I heard that shit's only happening to gay people.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
G-Dog right there.
Classic
Guys,
T-Nug.
get ready to dispel.
I'll go tank it.
Over.
Probably makes more sense anyway.
You know it was funny.
I gave it to you, man. It's good.
Stay here. Just drink. What ability does the mana drain? Okay, let's go. Middle of the ramp. Should be able to exorcism.
I think it was Withering Touch. On so fast. Yeah, it is. It's Withered Touch.
Lots of decurses to do. We only have 2 decurses. No, we have 3.
Shaman totems go down.
Going straight into these.
Yeah, dog wipe only. Full of sips.
Pets are dying like crazy.
I'll get X here.
Go.
Going out.
A Dinglow. I have you and Blueby on Sentinel healing. Who else? Because I don't want a Shaman because they can't chain heal into. I feel like the chain heals are far more valuable on at tanks.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, how does Holy Smoke and Kelsar feel about it?
I mean, they're raid healing, but you know they can prio. Is a renew enough, or do they need to prio anything more than that in terms of
Renews would be
supporting?
great, though.
Yeah, so just prio your renews on Dire while he's taking Sentinels.
Can we get a mage table, please?
That's not a good spot for a mage table. Please put it somewhere else.
Too
Jesus
late.
Christ.
You grab it on the way in.
Now, if you're right at the threshold, you can click it. You got a range.
Yeah, that's good. So guys,
Actually, I want to clear it from the other side.
so I guess kind of check a few boxes. Lots are good on positioning. In the video I linked to you, the bear tank that was picking up those ads didn't go towards the hallway at all. All he did was stand a little bit off of Maru and be the closest one to them and let them aggro him
Okay,
as they
that's a
run
lot
in.
better.
Yeah. Don't get far away. It just makes things take longer. It means you have, less time to build threat, but I know you're more than capable.
The only
And,
issue I see with that would be if darkness comes and I don't have any threat on the mage.
They always come before darkness.
yeah,
but
there will be moments
lines
where
up.
there is darkness and you have to stand on the outside of it and you'll have no choice.
Maybe I can get a misdirected that moment into it or something.
No, I just want you on the outside of the darkness on the far side, and you'll run around the darkness to bring them in.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. Melee, your only prio is humanoids, and then get back on Muru. Once humanoids are dead, you can go back to Muru. All ranged DPS, your prio is sentinels. Then once sentinels are dead, AoEing void spawns as well as humanoids, or if any are left, and then Muru. Anima, how is your damage on the ads? Is it difficult to kind of keep your dots going, or?
Yeah, I'm not touching the melee ads. I'm not gonna lie. I just get on the void spawn and keep on Muru because it's pretty mana intensive.
Yeah.
I can throw out some Shadow Word Pains to get the misery deep up.
Let's have you just prio on sentinels and Muru only,
Cool.
just to keep things simple for you.
Yeah, and when that void spawn or whatever the fuck it's called, the sentinel breaks, I just throw fucking
Yeah.
Felon bomb or something, get some damage.
For what it's worth, Jordy's video had the Shadow Priest on Maru full time.
Yeah, so you can even feel free to do that. We have
Right
two
on.
more hunters tonight, so we should blow up the sentinels.
Nice.
Killing the sentinels fast is imperative because we're trying to stop their 10k damaging ability. Dyer, can you confirm if that's a cast or instant?
Which one, the Void Blast?
Yeah.
It's like a 1.5 second cast.
So Kenzie, that being said, I don't think 1.5 seconds isn't a lot of time to react.
It's uninterruptible.
I need
bubble up.
I need 100% uptime on grounding totem when you can. For Dyer, you're in his group. You don't have any
That isn't
interrupts.
feasible though. It's a 15-second cooldown.
What I mean is use it on cooldown.
Yeah, I always do that.
Yeah. You don't have any interrupt assignments. It's just keep that grounding active as much as you can. And so just to
I'll still
confirm,
check his backup, but
prioring that grounding. Dyer died a number of times, not necessarily as a result of it, but it gets
no,
spicy.
this is not as a result of it because, like I said, it's down 100% of the time. Every time
Yeah.
it's off cooldown,
But it might absorb something else. I'm not sure, but
it is absorbing something else. If people don't kick the mages, it absorbs the cast of the mages.
I thought it was party only though.
I think it also it'll pick up Muru's Tickle.
That's possible as well.
I think that's an AoE, but we'll confirm that later.
Yeah.
So Totemi, you're continuing to heal Chibas on the far side. Get a feel for good range. What's really important, Totemi, as well as Ferrari, you're on supporting Chibas now on the far side since Thickness isn't here. You need to be standing on the same side that the Sentinel is spawning. So as you look at the timer for humanoid spawn, with about 7 seconds before humanoids, you'll see the portal for the Sentinel. You need to be on the same side as that portal because Chibas is going to be running the ads that way. It means the shortest distance for you to run. Dyer will make sure the Sentinel isn't too close to the middle so you can run by safely without getting AoE shadow bolted. And then the tanks will position, like last night, 2/3 of the way towards the Sentinel between the raid and Dyer.
So Besh was mainly on dog web, so that's Simon now, right?
I'm gonna have. I put T-Nug, but on Dogwipe, if that's okay.
Oh, okay. I was telling Tina he was raid healing all night.
Okay, so we can swap that assign. T-Nug, you're raid healing. Simon, you're focusing Dogwipe. T-Nug, more often than not, you're prioing chain heals into the off tanks, Chibas and Dogwipe.
No
That's
problem.
Yeah.
I'll watch them if they're dropping or something.
Yeah.
Quick tip on positioning, Simon. just try to stay in between me and the Void Sentinel, because that's where I'm going to be heading most of the time. So I don't range you when I'm moving around.
Jamshed,
Right, you and the what?
The Void Sentinel, the big black dude.
Oh, okay.
Jamshed,
Nice.
you're once
Yeah,
once the Farside mage is in range, your top prio is interrupting the fireballs and purging as well.
And purging as well. Okay.
Yeah, Broken Shaft is near side, and then since Kenzie can support there, but he is needing to prio grounding totem, so he may not be in range.
Support what? The kicks?
The kicks on the entrance side.
I mean,
Mage.
dude, like, you're asking me to put grounding totem. That's one GCD. I can do both. Like, what?
Yeah, but you're secondary support. You're not primary. You're not if you're not in range for an interrupt, I'm not going to blame you for it. If you're dropping a grounding.
I will be. Like, I'll
Okay.
kicks regardless.
Cool. Thanks, man. I think that's about it. We were going through the motion yesterday, so let's have at it.
Want us to full dump CDs on this first attempt, or just dry run a couple? Get some reps in.
I think we just pop the CDs. Let
Yeah,
them get center.
let's get the CDs rolling, because it is
Go down.
a fight where you can kind of fall behind, and you don't really learn much if you wipe after a minute. So
Sounds good.
we're going to be lusting groups 1 through 4 on
Right
pull.
away, right?
Yeah. And then we're saving T-Nug and Mystic Merlin's lust for groups 1 and 3. Or actually, 2 and 3 might be better.
Oh, wait. I don't have to twist?
No, you're dropping
you
entry
don't
totem.
twist.
Damn.
Okuzer, are you going to do a distract as usual?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
throw
not
that
waste
second
any
lust
more
into
time
it.
talking. I think I've said enough. We know enough. Do one last ready check and then a pull timer. Totemy food buff.
I think you give the hunters the second lust.
Yeah, that makes sense. Already? 20-second pull timer?
Are we getting distracted again?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit, it's Chuck.
Your cash should land at 0 on the pull timer. 8 seconds. 5,
4, 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Humanoids in 5 seconds. Chivas, be prepared. Hands off on the berserkers when they get the buff. Sentinel in 2 seconds. Darkness in 10.
Can you mark dire?
Yeah, Zerker loose.
Yeah, it was on me.
Darkness, darkness, darkness.
Yeah, darkness. Get out, Millie. Get out. Millie, get out. Millie, get out.
Shit was really close to us.
So, second for second.
I don't know who's assigned to kick, but there's no kick going on.
Seeds.
I'm dead.
We'll save the V-Resis, yeah. Wipe it up.
You guys need to be in the Fury Mage. That's what I'm mostly pumping into.
No, I popped Sweeping Strike. I pulled aggro. My fault.
I hit it multiple times. I mean, like pumping all of them, but mostly the Fury Mage. At least, like at the beginning, try to pump mostly into him. I guess.
Is it better to run back?
Assignments for kicks.
Jamshed on. Jamshed on Farside Mage and Broken/you.
Yeah,
On
Broken and I are the only one that got 3 kick, and then it was Ferrari 1 and no one else.
Ukuzer got one.
Yeah, user got one.
So if you guys see loose ads, throw your stuns.
Was already dead.
It
So
died.
I saw
It
two
died.
guys get 3 casts back to back right in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so question. Because that Sentinel, for instance, like it spawned all the way on the left side over in Africa. So, like, is the raid gonna stay in the same place more or less, and like I'm responsible to drag that thing?
Take it
back
to the
ASAP?
wall.
Yes, we don't move.
Yeah, I'll come to you with trap.
No,
Like-
the raid, you're bringing it to the raid every time.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that time like everybody like they came quite a bit. Like by the time I made it halfway to you guys were right there as well.
The healers though that are responsible for you, if they are LOS, they can move closer to you if they know it's gonna be
Of
a
course,
far
yeah. The
one.
healer's responsible healing you. You need to be in range while you're picking it up, but
Yeah.
you want to minimize the movement of the ranged DPS so they can just keep turreting.
The healer should be watching for those portals all the time.
Ranged DPS should be standing outside of the darkness, but pretty much on that flare at all times.
Hell yeah.
Where's Kuzer? Oh, he's in the room. Simon buffs.
Yeah.
We're not going to have less, but we'll do what we can.
Five, four,
Resist.
3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Go behind the boss.
They did not go to me. And I was close first.
Darkness in 10. Get ready to move out. Move out now. Going to the left. Make sure we have interrupts on the mage. Interrupt. There we go.
You want to tag first, T-Mac?
Yeah, you can if you need to.
Seeds.
Humanoids in 10 seconds. Chivas, get ready. Melee gun on Muru. Ranged on Sentinel.
Don't stand past me.
5
Void
on
blast on
Sentinel.
there.
Yeah, Ferrari, you need to be behind Chivas. Darkness in 8. Melee, get out.
Fury mage.
Your mage interrupt. Stuns Hodges. Sentinel's right side. Drag the edge right. Melee, don't go near it. Stay away from the Sentinel. It's on the raid.
I got it.
What happened?
I moved and let dog whip die.
If he reses out.
It wasn't
Quickly.
your
That's
fault.
2 priests down. And dog.
You're
Yeah,
supposed to kill
forget
the ads before you move melee. And a priest just died at the very end there because of it.
I felt like I had to move when the sentinel was there, but maybe I could have stayed a little longer to get one more heal.
Well, the Sentinel got a little bit too close to the raid, I think.
I didn't realize that you could, if you feral charged it, that it actually pins it. So like feral charged it, hit it, and tried to drag it. But then when it released, I didn't have threat on it. The healer did, and it went through the darkness, so I couldn't get it. So I just won't feral charge it next time. That was my bad.
That was a really good start, though.
Yeah, excellent control. We didn't have less. What percent was the boss? I really didn't have a
Half
read.
health.
48.
49. Okay.
49.
Yeah, there was excellent control. We'll do it again with Lust. Get those reps in.
Release. We don't have a soulstone.
Okay. Yeah, so everything was going great. Obviously, Dog and Cheeb, if you see the Sentinel out of place, just keep your ads away from it. You know, despite me saying bring the ads right, stop where you are until the Sentinel's in position. We don't want anyone taking any extra Shadow Bolt volley damage.
And you're supposed to kill the ads before you go to Sentinel too, right?
Yeah, so the prio for melee are humanoids, and then definitely not the void spawns because they do AoE Shadow Bolt volley. The moment the humanoids are dead, you can go on Muru as long as there's no darkness on the ground, and that it should be gone by the time Muru is ready to be DPS'd after the humanoids die. Our objective is to be transitioning Muru at the 3-minute mark. If we get more humanoids at 3 minutes and 15 seconds, we will likely not have the mana to sustain another ad phase. So that is our benchmark. Really happy with that last attempt. Nothing really to change. A great threat on the ads. Broken, is there any way you can mark the near side mage with an X? Like macro it into your something?
I can get an X on it.
Okay, Doug, that's fine.
I've been putting a skull on mine mostly, but
I think that's perfect. And so what I want is Okuzer, you're going to be focusing on skull, kicks and stuns, whatever you want, and I'll go directly on X. So I'll be supporting Broken, you'll be supporting Jam.
Okay.
Lusts are up. Jam, food buff, please. I'm going to have to drop a repair bot after this attempt. Some people forgot to repair. If you distract the boss now, will it just stay that way, or does it?
The distract lasts 10 seconds, so I think if we don't pull by that time, it'll reset.
Yeah, fair enough. Already check world ready. Get in the room. Waiting on T-Nug. Full timer. Cast land at 0. We are lusting 1 through 4 on pull. We pulled.
We're here.
Lust. Did you distract?
Nope.
Behind the boss. Humanoid spawning now. Cheap. Ferrari never be in front of Cheapest. Get an X on that second mage.
Hogwipe has my mage. Now I get it. There's all my other mobs though. Stun the berserkers.
Darkness, get out. Get out now. Everyone out. Going left.
Void Blast on Dire. Seeds. Enslaves.
Sentinel spawning in 5. Humanoids in 10. Sentinel right side. Drag humanoids right. Melee on Muru.
Leave it alone!
Seeds.
No, Darkness, everyone get out. We're not right. It's on top of the dragon. Get away from the Sentinel. Everyone get away from the Sentinel now.
I'm backing it. I'm backing it.
You have Trap Troll?
Seeds. Enslave another one if you can, Warlocks.
Need the humanoids a little bit closer to the Sentinel for seeds. Melee on Muru. Humanoids in 8 seconds. Darkness in 10 seconds. Melee get out in 5. Melee get out.
Void Blast on Dire.
Where are you at?
Seeds and Enslaves.
Get my fucking ads.
So, that is something, I mean, you do take a lot of damage. I mean, that happened to me a number of times. Let's wipe it up.
Don't release that. Except Chivas, you have to release.
40% progress.
So, Chivas ate a fireball. Was the first fireball, was that the second fireball, or did it,
I didn't have a healer or a mage over there.
So, Totemi, well, you had an Earth Shield, but there was no direct heals for 5 seconds. So, Totemi, were you caught out of position? You went farther than normal.
I had to because of the darkness.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
happens.
Yeah, so Totemi, there's going to be darkness, and so on engagement with Pole, Chibas can be literally right outside Muru's small hitbox, but any subsequent ad phases, there may be darkness, so he'll have to be on the outside of that circle. He kind of has to stand there to play goaltender, because they could go left or right, or just through the darkness, and he can't follow them, so you'll have to be, you know, within range. Just keep a close eye on him. Yeah, it's rough.
When it's 5 seconds till darkness and ads are spawning, that's the worst time. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard to do that.
Yeah.
Was he LOS or something?
It's just range. It's tricky.
On the other side of the room. I gotta like call it out, be like, look, I'm gonna be far, like get closer or something like that, I guess.
I mean, somebody should be having eyes on you where you're going 100% of the time.
It's kind of weird.
It is. It's tricky. It's okay. The most important thing is getting aggro on the melee mobs. If you don't have aggro on the mage, it'll run towards like the ranged, and as long as we're interrupting it, you'll have time to pick it up as it gets back to us. We just need to have those interrupts happening.
Even through darkness, as I'm running around, it's gonna hit the raid probably before me.
If Ferrari and Jamsheed can interrupt it while it's running through, it's fine. It won't do any damage as long as those interrupts are taking place. It's kind of a safety
It's gonna
net.
be loose for a bit, but it's better than dying.
It doesn't do a lot of melee damage. As long as we interrupt it, it's fine.
Okay.
Would marking yourself help?
No, it's okay. I mean, Konami's getting a feel for it. I don't know if we can afford an extra healer. Like T-Nug, that's probably on you specifically. Right before humanoid phase, be prepared to heal Chibas. As humanoid phase is starting, as he's dragging them in, you need to be supporting on Chivas.
Can you call when it's a far one or something?
Well, every humanoid phase, there's a far one. I mean, Chivas will say if they're far away, but regardless of whether they're far or close, the first couple seconds of the humanoid phase, Prio Chivas a bit.
Just know if there's darkness coming right before humanoid, I'm going to be about 8 yards further away or 10 yards further away.
How are our Earth Shield assignments? Are those locked in?
I'm on Dire. Yeah, we got three. We got 3 different targets.
Okay.
Can we get a bot out real quick, please?
Yeah.
I
Thank
don't
you.
have fort right now.
Okay. I'm getting some candles from the bot as well.
For sure.
26 gold
Everybody
repair.
there? Food buff. And we need to fort groups 1 and groups 2. Because I had the exact same tank death when I was doing that a number of attempts. So
They don't.
the death does not surprise me at all.
Yeah, it's a learning
It's
point.
it's rough. It's not easy.
They don't have guild repair in this game, do they?
Yeah, they do. But our guild bank would survive like one night of doing that. So it's not that's not in the cards, boys. I'm sorry.
So you're not balling.
No.
Not balling.
We are not balling.
Let's do another pull timer. We don't have less, but we can do just fine without it. Go through the motions. 15 seconds pull timer. Do not pull early. We need that DPS. 8 seconds.
Oh, it turned at you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Humanoid spawning.
Wrong one. How the fuck did you get my ad so fast? You weren't even near it.
He's a pro.
Darkness in 10. Void Sentinel spawning now. Melee, get out. We're going right. Going right.
Seeds.
Seed.
I wouldn't banish those. I would enslave instead.
Yeah, have we got any slaves out? Are those going out?
Yo, on the left, bro.
Melee on Mura.
That's
Damn shit, can you pop? Darkness in 10. Melee, get out in 5. You're going left, Chivas.
Void Blast Dire.
yeah, because this ad's fucking.
Seeds
loose.
enslave.
Seed.
Master spell in the middle.
I had some spell pulled back, my bad. Something's hitting me.
Sentinel right. Humanoids in 20 seconds. Another Sentinel spawning in 6 seconds.
Seeds and enslaves.
Melee on Muro. Darkness in 10.
This is gonna be a rough one. You get closer.
Melee, get out.
We got you. I'll move forward.
Mage is gonna be loose in darkness.
Dire's down.
God.
Gotta get a battle res before the next darkness. Or
We,
next
don't,
cycle.
we didn't use less. We'll save those for last attempt. I feel like a tank death is very, very hard to recover from.
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably the only one that we can't get away with it on.
I think a Soulstone Prio on probably Chivas would be good. But if he dies early in a humanoid phase, it's almost impossible to recover from.
I had a
So
group. They were.
I
They
had you
were.
there max range, and like I had you fine, and one holy light canceled because of range, I think.
Yeah, Dai, you can get a little bit closer. So we'll set marks on either wall just so you have a frame of reference, and you know if you're jump turning or moving quickly, you know exactly where to go, just so
Like
it's
it
consistent.
was close. I adjusted. I almost got you
Yeah,
there.
but we don't want to ride that line of out of range. And I know people are moving around a little bit, so we'll create some flares or.
Was
What do you
I
think?
too far on that one, Glow?
Yeah, it was just for like that split second that it canceled cast.
Yeah. So
You're
I
single
think
healing, right?
Gotcha.
I think that first corner, if you're looking at the wall, where the first time it kind of angles, is that a good spot?
I probably need to be on the bottom part of the flat octagon side.
You only
I
have
think
one
that was-
healer on Dire, right?
No, we have Luby rolling full hots. We have Renews on Dire, and we have Dinglo going deep.
No,
Have you
Ferrari,
tried
just stay like, depending on where the Citadel's at, you stay like 2 yards behind me, but on the same side as the Citadel. As long as you're right behind me, it's fine. I just
Yeah.
have to be the closest person there.
Yeah, right. The tricky part is it's proximity based aggro when they come in. So if you're closer than Chivas, they're going to kind of look at you. The fireball's going to be cast on you, and it just kind of gets messy for Chivas. So it's ideal if he's the first person they engage. The moment they engage him, threat tables will start to go on them for healers. So Chivas has limited time to get them all round up. Yeah. So what do we think about right there? Or is that too far? I put a flare on the right.
Yes, that's what I was meaning, like on the flat side of the octagon.
Yeah, and then the same thing on this side.
Yeah, 2 notches over.
Right
Because I think when I died, I was quite a bit further than
That's
that.
perfect. Keep that consistent. The healers will know, what their wiggle room is, and should be good.
Dinglo may be able to heal him by himself. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if that would help
It's
at
not
all.
a good call to have because like I can take
His
like
burst.
if I get an auto attack and one of his
Yeah, if
void
you catch
blasts,
me in between holy lights, it's
Yeah.
and then I'm dead. So I'm gonna need the hots from because he also like his attacks ignore armor, so like they fucking clap.
Are you saying that you did it solo, T-Nug, on Holy Light you? Is that what you're
Yeah, with no tier 6, that's why I'm saying it.
Dyer, you didn't repair. Kenzie, you didn't repair. Okuzer, you didn't repair. Simon, you didn't repair. I only have 2 more bots. I don't want to have to go back to Guild Bank.
Might as well repair again after we just died.
Yep. Bots still up, guys. Dog, your first judgment is going into the mage, or what? I guess you're spreading that around for overall threat.
It's usually going to the mage. I'm trying to use Avenger's Shield, but it's fucky because the dude's behind the thing. It doesn't always bounce to him. I don't know what the problem is.
Oh, is it hitting my ad? Because you got my aggro off my mage somehow before it even got near consecrate. I was so confused.
I think so.
Well, the Avenger's Shield should only be hitting stuff on my end.
Yeah.
I do it right when they
Weird.
come in the door.
I don't
Do you
know what
want
it
to?
was.
Do you want Yakit's frost trap on the door at all times for humanoids, Dog? Would that help you?
I mean, it'd be nice, but it's not necessary.
Yakit's is free. I think Yakit's supposed to be middle, right? So
Yeah.
Yak, make sure there's a trap in the doorway for humanoids, so Dog can just manage that a little bit easier.
Sounds good. I've been dropping on the raid, but it doesn't seem to be doing a lot. So
I think it just allows us to get ahead of threat instead of being like reactive.
for sure.
Did I do a ready check on it? Ready check into a pull timer.
We got this shit, guys.
Lusting 1 through 4. Five,
4,
3, 2, 1. Lusting. Humanoids in 5.
Watch out, God.
Fireball. Be broken. Oh, it's on me. Shit.
Darkness.
Yeah, darkness, get out, melee. Going left.
Seeds and slaves.
Yeah, make sure we get those enslaves out. Humanoids in 10.
Yeah, I need these ads off me.
We got them.
I can taunt yours if you need.
Get away from that. Get away from the sentinel.
I'm running it with it on my ass.
It's fine. It's fine.
Side of Sentinel.
4 on trap.
Got 2 loose.
Darkness in 5.
Get out.
Seeds.
Dog white's dead.
Dog up's down.
Put it up. I don't like the flash up on the door. It slows down.
Yeah, it's hard to move.
Getting them stacked. Yeah, we're gonna move away from that.
So an idea that what we used to do is we would have like the pally tank, like so dog do the side that Chiba's doing because he can throw the shield at it and get better like range threat on it. And then we would have Chiba.
I'm open to that idea. I think were we talking about that the other day?
Makes a lot more fucking sense.
Yeah, it's more Avenger
So
Shield
hard.
has. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down with that.
I mean, like waiting for a mob to come to me and then hitting it one time after a healer's already got 3.5 seconds of threat is just
I
so
think,
AIDS.
you know, we were exploring that idea the other day. I think so. I'm more than open to trying that. The only thing we would swap are the tank assigns. So healers, your assignment is now switching. So Totemi, you'd be covering dog wipe, and what do we have on
Mystic would be on.
Simon? You're now in Shiba's.
Does it make sense to swap the healers for totems?
Well, Totemi is in group 4, and he was on Chiba's, so not particularly. Like, I don't want Simon.
I'll still do like stone skin for you and Wrath there and shit. Like you'll be good.
I wouldn't want Totemi dropping your Wrath of Air all the way over there. He'd probably just keep those down in the raid. So
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah. Same totems, just healers. You're swapping assignments.
So what am I doing?
This. What did I have you doing? You're raid healing, no?
I was like I was watching Chiba's. I was raid
Yeah,
healing.
so you're doing the same thing, Tina. Nothing's changed. It's just Chiba's is going to be closer. Dog Whip is going to be the one coming in from far away. Yeah. And we'll leave the frost shop on the raid.
Okay.
Like, not completely in the doorway, but a little bit closer to the doorway.
I don't know. It's because we didn't have lust or what the deal was that time, but ad damage was like a lot lower.
We did have less.
Okay, well, make sure you're killing those ads off before you move melee. I don't know if anyone moved, but it seemed like it.
I'm noticing some of the ads are getting stunned before flurry goes on them as well. Make sure the flurry is on them, then they get stunned.
Make sure that we Cora.
It's hot here too.
Well, there's been a few times I've been tossing out stuns on stuff that's loose, so that might be what you're seeing.
I saw a mage stunned in darkness. Never do that. That's gonna make us fall behind. We gotta just have an interrupt ready.
Actually, I don't think you need to stun mages at all. You should
don't
only
stun
be
the mages
stunned.
at all.
Yeah, always save stuns for the
Zerkers.
the melees. Yeah, the Zerkers.
Interrupts on the mages have been great.
Wait, what is this add-on?
Just ignore the mages except for DPS.
It's only for people who can hodge or bash or stun. You don't need it, Tina.
I don't think my other add-on is working.
Your mic's
The one
fucked,
from
Barco.
yesterday.
Shiva's buffs.
Drain the girl. Drain her.
I need some more tea.
Nothing but a vacant shell.
Alarm going up. Six, five.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, I'm on this. No.
Oh yeah, I'm on cheapest.
Dog, you don't need to run far. You'll
Yeah.
be as close as you can to Maru. Don't engage too soon. Don't run into just come back as fast as you can.
You didn't change interrupt rotations, right?
No, interrupts remain the same in terms of assignments.
Okay, it's just casting.
On me now.
I've interrupted it 5 times. So.
Yeah. I overlapped with you, Broken.
I don't know. I didn't want to move.
Darkness, get out.
Void Blast Dire. Seeds and Enslaves.
Yeah, seed the humanoids now. Seed off the humanoids. Seed on the humanoids and then enslave. Sentinel spawning, humanoids in 5. Darkness in 5.
Seeds and Enslaves.
Jamsheed, you should not be attacking that. The only thing you should be doing is interrupting.
Doing a lot of damage. What the fuck?
I got kicked out on the shout. Second on.
Donk.
I'm watching Cheetos.
Humanoids in 20.
Bump this side, guys. Dire's down.
That's not good.
Because the grounding was dead.
Can you get him up?
Kinsey.
It's the only time I'll ever be able to do it anyways. Might as well.
Yeah.
What's up? Get quick.
Okay, taunting. Dig kills Dire.
It's a game over, man.
Yeah, wipe it up.
I didn't have enough time to get
That
him.
one's dead.
Wait, no.
We had 2 priests down.
Nobody was.
No one was though.
Yeah, it was. I feel like it was called a little earlier, but yeah. I mean, it was going in that direction, but then we survived the first shadow damage and.
The phase 1 has to be done perfectly for us to be able to survive phase 2. Like having to be res a tank and make sure he's buffed is just falling behind. It takes a perfect transition, and we were already falling behind on DPS.
Whole raid took shadow damage, is why we wiped.
Yeah, it's
from the ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that Sentinel is immune to taunt too. So when he was already spawned, it had a bunch of healing threat. And I came.
I don't like the frost traps in the doorway at all. It makes it take forever to get the ads positioned, and it means the mage will just stand in that frost trap and just keep casting. Oh, Kuzer, I want you on Skull on the far side ad.
Yeah, I've been on Skull.
Yeah, I think I saw you on the door side mage once.
Yeah, well, whichever one's not. Sometimes it's not even marked. I just go with the one that's not icked, usually.
Fair enough. Jam, definitely don't DPS the mage as its dog is trying to drag it in. Just get the interrupt off, and then let it run in.
So no more middle frost trap at all, or?
Not in the doorway. It slows things down a lot in terms of getting the ad stacked.
Maybe just back up
Question I have about that one: when you've been placing it, has it been at the door so that the beginning effects of it are outside the door and the mobs are getting slowed before they get to the door?
No, it's in the raid, but it still just makes things very slow. I've seen the mage, and it's just kind of taking its sweet ass time.
Sentinel double size, maybe just back up the
Yeah.
double side.
Do people need to be backed up in the doorway on my mob spawns?
No, they need to be on the edge of the darkness at all
The
times.
whole raid was on the mob spawns.
The ranged casters,
like 50's
warlocks, every single person in range needs to be on this green flare. You don't need to be at the doorway.
Oh, watch this.
Dog, On I think the last humanoid phase, you went left when the sentinel was right. You dragged the mobs to the wrong side. And I know that's a little thing, but that extra time is time we don't have. So you need to, as the humanoids are about to spawn, you just pivot your camera, look over your shoulder, look where the sentinel is, and then you know that's the direction you have to run.
Got it.
Really try and be no further than the edge of the inner purple circle when you're engaging those mobs. You get your Avenger Shield off, and then you should be able to just book it back to the raid.
I try to get a judgment on that caster, because the caster, it takes, the melee ones are okay because they follow you, but the caster, a lot of times he's stutter stepping, and by the time he gets here,
It's okay
he's going
though.
sideways.
It's okay. The caster will run towards the raid as long as we get those interrupts off. If Jam is ready to interrupt as it's running towards the raid, and Ferrari has a counter spell, it'll get to you. We can't waste time engaging them, building threat. It has to be quick.
Gotcha.
And also, I saw we were stacking the ads kind of on top of the raid. Sometimes they were close to the sentinel. Every single time they have to be perfectly positioned so the warlocks can seed off of them and deal damage to the void spawns. They have to be perfectly positioned relative to the sentinel every single time.
Which is
2/3 of the way between the raid and the sentinel.
That's
If
not
the sentinel,
a very good unit of measurement.
So closer to the sentinel. So
Like yardage, maybe?
halfway between the raid and the sentinel, right? Wherever the raid is standing on the green smoke flare, the sentinel's on the left.
But the raid's not always staying in the right place, so it's better.
The raid
to
is
have,
always the smoke flare, the center of the doorway. You want to be outside of the Shadow Bolt volley, not taking damage from that, but close enough so that any seeds that go off on those humanoids are hitting the void spawns immediately.
Mostly saying this for everybody else because it seems like not everybody's understanding.
I mean, it's on you guys. You're the tanks. You need to know where they're positioned. So, ready, check. Dire food buff, Chiba's buffs. Blast is up. I'm going to be using it. Full timer's out.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast. Humanoids in 5. Dog whip, you don't need to be that far. Get closer. Way closer. Damn, you get the next interrupt on the Fury Mage. Darkness in 10. Sentinel spawning. Melee get out. Perfect position, cheapest.
Enslaves and seeds.
Seed off the humanoids. Enslave. Melee on Muru for a second. Humanoid spawning. Solving back to humanoid.
Seeds and slaves.
Stun the Zerkers.
Seed.
Stack up on the green smoke flare. Sentinel on the other side.
Sentinel's right side.
Seed slaves.
Melee on Muru.
Sentinel going to the other side again.
Humanoids in 5. Darkness in 10. Melee, get out. Dog, you're going left. I have next interrupt broken.
We could get Kenzie
Seed
there.
Get Kenzie up now, get Kenzie up now.
It's pumping into this shit. I can't hold aggro on this circuit.
I got an aggro on some shit.
It's a Jifro, dude. It must have had some crazy AoE.
Get Jifro up. Blueby.
Or he was single targeting a Zerker, which I kind of doubt.
Seeds, slaves.
Darkness, melee out, darkness, melee out, melee out.
Humanoids in 10.
Other side, Dogwood.
Master spell, master spell, master spell.
We missed.
Sentinel.
Demon's coming. Moving a bit.
Same with Anima.
I can get a tide down.
Seed, slaves.
Now.
Intervening you, Blueby.
Hellstone.
Hellstone, 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 Hellstone. Darkness in 5, melee out. Sentinel left side, drag the edge there.
Anima's in.
Seed, slaves.
I got you with Innervate.
Good luck, brother.
Adds in 10. Careful of the void spawns. They're fucking the raid.
Yeah, we need more damage on the void swans. Melee on the boss.
Adds. Interrupt. Thanks.
Seed, slaves.
Give me up, stun.
Darkness out. Seed, 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 seed.
Careful melee. Void
Sappers.
spawns on the raid.
Sentinel on left side.
Yeah, I got it.
Dragging. The void spawn's still in the raid too.
Sentinel, Sentinel.
Oh.
Why is it Sentinel on the raid? Melee swap the Muru. Push him to 3%.
These ads.
Restart.
Seed, slaves.
Sentinel's up. Sentinel's up.
Shout out
Sentinel's
melee.
up. Dire, once your Sentinel's dead, you need to just get ready for the next one.
Rip.
You're right
Rip
there.
it up. Get in position. Yeah. Fantastic.
The only issues were the sentinel positioning.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Matogan. Just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was probably a lot of healer threat, right, Dire?
That's the one I'm struggling to get. Like when it's ping ponging from side. Like if it's all on the same side, it's fucking easy, no problem. It's when it like ping pongs from one to the other, and the healers just have time to get threat on it.
Yeah.
It just gets really close. Like I see you tanking it on the wall, but it's like really
Yak
close to
it.
the raid.
If Dire calls for misdirect, that's you to misdirect them on that.
So like when the sentinel dies, all those mobs are on the raid instantly. So it's like,
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. I mean, we know.
Well,
we're
that's why I'm
gonna
trying to put like a couple swipes out just to yank them back the other way.
Yeah. So
does the raid need to adjust at that point? Like what do we?
We can't afford to.
Yeah,
because
I don't know if the ads really have much value. Like once they're on a frost trap, it's just kill them. Like Dire
Yeah.
just run the second sentinel dies.
Yeah, but when they come into us, it's fucked.
Here's a question. I know Dire was saying enslave, but we shouldn't be enslaving every single pull. You should be able to maintain your enslaves, right, Warlocks? Is that happening?
Yeah, through several sentinels.
Yeah. So just Dire, not to say that it's irrelevant, but you could just say seed. Fine.
Okay.
So that was close to perfection in terms of keeping up with damage. And so we should probably just talk for a moment about what needs to be taking place.
Wait for Lost.
I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Les should be up. We can wait 3 minutes.
Sounds good.
So we need to get Muru as low as possible. If you are DPSing Muru and you do not hear me call for the kill of Muru, you stop if he's below 3%, no matter what. The only time we can transition to the next phase is when we are killing a sentinel and the humanoids are all dead, which will be taking place at hopefully the 3-minute mark. I don't know how long that attempt was.
It was like
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Oh, we're
5:33.
so behind on damage. I mean, maybe we can do it. I was hearing healers were
I mean, I can correct my problem. I was just spamming holy lights.
Okay. DPS. I mean, we can go to a 4-minute mark, but 5 minutes is we're stressing ourselves out. So we just need more damage on Muru to be able to transition. We were keeping up, but it has to be more. And the only time we can get on the boss is after like the humanoids have been taken care of by the melee, and then we swap when there's no darkness.
Can the melee kind of cheat onto the boss sooner and let the range finish the humanoids with AoE?
It's more the question of like how dangerous those humanoids are on you guys, right? We want to dispatch them as quickly as we can just to alleviate the stress on the healers. It's a kind of a balancing act.
Do we have dedicated like DPS on the boss, like for ranged, or like because I was just swapping between sentinels myself.
Of course, Daily Shadow Priest.
I mean, we have our priorities that we need to maintain. Warlocks are single targeting sentinels until they can start seeding off the humanoids. If the humanoids are up into the void spawns.
Do you want me to go from sentinel to boss? Because I can't really do any AoE.
Yeah, great idea, Allboy. I don't know if we can say the same thing for Broken. He does have chain lightning. We can chain lightning, but maybe a single target into the boss. If that's cool with you, Broken. Once the sentinel's down.
Matoko, on the ads, can you help out with demos? I think Chiba's run out of GCDs.
Sure.
Actually, I can do it more reliably now, but
okay.
I'll just keep an eye on it.
It's
a lot easier for me on this side for sure.
This is a long fight, so I'm gonna probably have 2 innervates up. So if you guys want to burn your mana early to get those heals in you need, I can just give you an early one and have a second one up later.
And then let's utilize Shiva's and Dyer's innervates. You should be putting those out. Dyer, when you can. Look for like
I had mine on Anima that time.
That made sense.
Anima's a great target for it.
Yeah, heal. Either Kelsar, yeah. Dyer, if you see Kelsar wholly low, and you're in between sentinels, just throw an innervate when we're like 2 or 3 rotations into the fight, or even early. What do you think, Kelsar?
Yeah, if we're just around 50%, just throw one on one of us, and we can just start offloading heals and save our consumes.
Yeah, earlier the better. We'll have 2 each, so we'll have 4 innervates, 8 total.
Save one for your Shadow Priest as well. For some reason, I was just are we judging wisdom by the way? Because I was single targeting and I was
Probably not on Muru.
Yeah.
I can't keep throwing it up.
Yeah, it's nearly impossible to do that.
I figured, yeah, because I was itching on mana on that one. I was like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, it's rough.
I'll throw it up at the beginning, and then I guess when melee go in, if there's no sentinel, I can throw it up again.
No worries.
Well, darkness lasts for.
It lasts longer than the judgment.
Yeah, so we can't really reliably. Kenzie?
Do you want me to switch to Muru when melee goes on it to get expose up?
Yeah, any debuffs we can get on the boss for physical damage while the ranger cleaning up the.
I can't ever like get expose up on this boss after the first. I can get it up initially, but like after that, like it's literally impossible.
Sundering quite a bit, so.
That's where Screechbot comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check
Hey,
your
guys.
oils, guys.
Exposed weakness is what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh.
New oils. Let's get in the room. Doing a 15-second pull timer. We are lusting 1 through 4 on pull. We
It's in
pulled. Go,
combat.
go, 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 go.
Okay, we're here.
Lust. Lust, lust,
No
lust.
distract.
Humanoids spawning now. Sentinel in 5.
Flurry's up.
Darkness in 5. Get out. We're going left.
Done. Berserkers every time.
Yeah, Hodge is on cooldowns. Bash is on cooldowns.
Seeds.
Got melee.
We're taking a lot of damage.
It's because everybody's close to the spawn.
I think we need a second hunter trap. Melee on boss.
Yeah, it's
I want both hunters dropping traps kind of in a row. Every side.
Alright, I'll get the
Oh,
middle.
sorry, you got intermittent.
Seeds.
stuns.
Get melee out, melee out.
Ties out too fast.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
It's white pretty much.
Yeah,
See how
Animal's
we don't
down.
have any room right here?
Yeah, I got
I don't have
Shadow Volley for a fuck ton right in the middle of my spell.
I want a Frost Nova.
What, the spawns?
Yeah, I want to Frost Nova the Void spawns when they spawn.
Yeah, as far as traps, the only thing we can do is like pull the ad like further up away from the raid because we had traps double
I
sided
feel like,
still.
I feel like we should be putting the Citadels further away, but that's just what I think.
Well, we were dealing with the range issue, so we're
I
just
mean, I
trying to.
can move with him if that's what we're doing.
Okay, so Dire, just be halfway down this, like the second.
Those are like notches. It's like a big hexagon.
So
It's getting that notch.
yeah, I'll mark it. Healers, you need to just react.
I mean, the first spot that I think Dire knows the spot. The spot that you died at, I think, is fine. I can just move with you, Dire.
Because if they're
Okay.
30 yards away, we can just slow them and kill them. That's no problem. But when they're
Yeah.
10 yards away, there's no way.
For sure.
Taking so much damage.
Yeah, melee. If the void spawns are on top of you, you need to get out. They're doing AoE shadow bolts.
Well, I think another difference there on that one is like that's me not putting any threat on the ads to pin them as they spawn as well, right? Because I could usually get like 4 to 6 of them there, like to stay for like a couple GCDs while AoE like gets started.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also it doesn't seem like much, but if we get put in combat early, we have already fallen behind on the entire fight. This is a DPS race.
How does that keep happening?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the distract resisting. I don't think that that's not a thing, but we cannot pull early. It'll just mean we're not getting the boss to 50%. It means we have to do an extra 10% for a phase transition. Everything we have on pull matters. Do not pull early. Do not inch forward.
Yeah, wait to go in
So
even
important.
as a stealth until the distract happens.
Yeah. So important. Yeah, so Dara, I guess like there. Or even further.
No, I was thinking the notch.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Just healers, you need to adjust with him.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. I think that's right.
Because he was ahead at like, it's halfway down the next notch.
You can see where he died.
Yeah, it's close.
That's not my body there. That's skeleton.
Oh.
It's not fat enough.
For a color to wipe, I would just run the Sentinel to the group and then let it AoE and die at the door.
Oh yeah.
Wait a sec.
be like the closer notch. Not the one right here, but the second one.
One where the flare is?
To the right of the flare. Slightly.
No, that's too close.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay.
King Warlocks.
How are you doing, Jeffro, in terms of time?
I gotta leave in like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's do it for Jeffro, boys.
It's the kill.
Oh shit, I forgot Kings. Sorry.
Yeah, buffs.
Hey, before we pull, do I need to waste GCDs on the Sentinels for Fairy Fire, or does it go down fast enough?
Does Fairy Fire reduce the chance that they hit?
No, but I can put Insect Swarm on and do it that way.
So I think Insect Swarm would be more valuable than Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Your King's out?
Yeah, Kings is out. Because what level are these mobs? I don't think we need Fairy Fire in the lower level mobs,
It's
right?
just for the armor for now.
Gotcha.
They die pretty fast.
Insect Swarm on the Flurry guys could be good too.
Okay.
I know it's a lot of GCDs, but...
Full timer.
I'll send them.
Do not pull early.
Have a 4% chance to hit, so no Fairy Fire might be rough enough.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll just go between Sentinel and Raid.
Okay. Flurry on Sentinels.
Eva's pump into X, please. Darkness, get out. We're going right.
Seeds.
Seed. Melee careful. Watch out for shadow bolts.
I don't think any enslaves went out there either.
We don't need them. Did we enslave?
Oh, I see one. My bad. Seeds.
Let's get out. Seed.
The fireball you died to?
I got aggro on, thanks. I got aggro on the,
Yeah, the fireballs.
Sentinel left. We need to drag the Sentinels. The ads. Get away from the volleys.
New ads soon.
Darkness 6.
Can I get out?
Loose Zerker. Can't contact. Alright.
On in 3. Our right side.
On him a zoom.
Void spawns are getting too close.
I think we need more AoE on the farm.
Yeah, we need definitely more AoE. I don't know what we can do about it though.
Oh, fuck, I lost you on the thread here.
I think this is Jifro's last attempt coming up. Fourth Warlock sure would be nice.
I think someone needs to be like, until we get it down, needs to be calling like, all right, the ads are. I know you're calling seed, but like, people are not ready to do
I can call the side if you want.
That'd be helpful, man, because we don't really have downtime between waves. It's hard to keep track.
I'll cover the side. No problem.
I also think that we should be not necessarily like relying on putting seeds on the mail. Like, okay, when it lines up, 100% on the melee mobs, like get everything, fuck yeah. But like, if they aren't there, or depending on like if they're dead, for instance, like just seed the voids hard.
I mean, I think that goes without saying, Dar. If the humanoids aren't there to seed off of, what else do they have to seed off of?
Maybe it's the thing. I don't know if you're seeding the spawns and they're just not popping the seed. Maybe there's not enough damage on them, but
That's why we want, when the humanoids are up, that's why we seed the humanoids. And the humanoids need to be in a good position so that their seed damage is hitting the spawns.
Everyone should wish Jeff Pro good luck on his test tomorrow.
You got one more attempt in you, Jeffro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What test is he taking?
You're saying that nobody's AoEing the void spawns if the humanoids aren't up?
Not nobody. It's just a lot lower.
Are they doing like a mental test on him?
I don't think I've ever seen a scenario where the humanoids weren't up and the void spawns were up.
Exactly. Like if the
I don't think that's ever happened yet.
I think the warlocks are pumping. I don't think they're not.
It's more
seeding.
often that the humanoids are stacked with the raid and the void spawns are too far. That's like almost every attempt that happens.
This is on the off tanks that need to position their humanoids as close to the sentinel as possible without getting hit by the sentinel's AoE. This is where we need to focus. I will call the sentinel left or right, but then it's up to you guys to drag your ads to the correct location as soon as possible. If the sentinel dies before the ads are there, we just start falling behind because we're not stacking everything up to AoE.
are you going to call it Mituka or do you want me to?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been falling behind on calling like darkness and humanoid spawns as well as like left and right. I'll do my best. If you want to, Brodo, you can definitely call left and right.
Yeah, whatever you need. I can call it, no problem.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, dog, cheeb. I fucked up. I pulled aggro. I'm gonna be more careful.
I thought you meant just now.
No. Dara, are you ready?
No.
When I call Sentinel, it'll be either just left or right.
Yeah.
Dara's ready.
We are lusting on pole.
Resist.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Lust, get behind the boss. Right. Darkness
on the left side.
10.
Left.
Perfect positioning on the ads. Not too close.
Seed.
Left.
Melee, get out. Get on the boss.
Nothing I can do on that one.
Speed.
The B-res on Holy Smokes.
Oh. So they just like spawn on.
I'll get him.
Left.
You got innervate Holy?
I couldn't innervate him.
I got him.
Trap is down.
Ferrari, try and Frost Nova the spawns the second the Sentinel dies. Melee, stay away from them.
Right side.
Darkness, melee, get out. Right side, wrong side, Chivas.
Was chasing one.
Darker loose.
Speed. Seeds.
Left side again.
Speed line it right through us.
That's right side.
Sorry, right side.
You're losing aggro.
Yeah, I couldn't keep it off of Holy there.
Darkness.
I don't think Holy had salvation.
No, he wouldn't have probably.
I really feel like a fourth Warlock would really alleviate some of the pressure. I think a fourth Warlock and then Ferrari standing as close as possible to the Sentinel without being in AoE range, and then Novaing those Void Spawns the moment the Sentinel dies to give us that extra few seconds. What's that?
Say that again. Ferrari?
Oh, Imp Blizz. Yeah. Are you expecting to it? Okay. Does that add a conflict? No, this shouldn't add a conflict for humanoids. Sure.
Yeah, because if the humanoids are in the Imp Blizz, they shouldn't need to be moved at that point.
Yeah, what's going on around you, Dogwhite? You got a car chase going on?
There was a siren. I don't live under the freeway like Penny. I'm surprised you heard it.
Jeff, are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna get off here.
What's his name? It's
Yeah, good luck tomorrow, Jeff.
Zal, have you been watching?
I've been watching.
Thanks, man.
And I killed this back in BC, but we did a completely different strat.
But what
Did
you guys saying makes sense?
We had 5 tanks, 2 tanks at each door, and a pally tank on the ads, and that's melee killed all the ads, and we switched to the boss when everything was dead.
Well, we're sticking with what we're doing right now, but I think in principle it's achieving the same result.
Yeah.
You guys probably bought like 11 healers too, I assume.
I don't think so.
You would fall behind for sure if you had that many healers. We're gonna have trash respawning in the next 30-40 minutes, so
Well, let's get it in the next 4 attempts.